All right, is this thing on? I don't know. Hopefully it's on. See if I can't. Is this thing on? I don't know. Hopefully. All right, yeah, it seems like it's working. Reasonable. All right, I just wanted to hop on tonight. See if we. I don't know. I haven't worked too much on any of the new heroes. I played against them all last time when I was live with Puffin, and a few things caught my eye, and so I just wanted to start working on something here. So I think the first one that I'm the most interested in is going to be Acilio. So we'll start here. So there's a few different options I feel when we're building him. There's the option with obviously like actually just 0 attacks and just all instants and spells, which is interesting. And then you can do some attacks, and then you could do Storm Striders, Lightning Greaves. Obviously, God of Flash combo is like a lot worse with the new Volzair versus the old Volzair. But the thing that it kind of is interesting to me that I want to try out is like using Sigils of Fate and just like kind of a sigil build. So like this card seems pretty good. It costs 1, which is not the best, but I do think that I want to test this out. So we're just gonna start 3 of these, and then what are others? We'll just test out like a bunch of Sigil of Fate generators, and then probably not in blue. This isn't very good. This is probably maybe fine. And then to combine with the Sigils of Fate, we want this Glyph Overlay. We just pay 1 and deal 3 Arcane plus however many Sigils we have, and then if it surges, it'll shuffle all of our Sigils back into the deck. So if we make 3 Sigils of Fate and then we do 3 Glyph Overlays, the Glyph Overlay, it'll be a 1 for 6 Arcane. Hello. Glad to see this thing's working. How are you guys doing today? Yeah, if you guys have any ideas or anything you want to see me try, we're kind of just making some. We're just trying weird stuff today and seeing if any of it ends up being good. So then going for equipment, if we're gonna do a bunch of sigils and glyph overlay stuff, the Aether Bindings is just gonna be just a one-time amp a bunch. So we'll give that a try. And then probably we'll use Storm Striders in this build. And then if we're going to be running sigils, because with Glyph Overlay, other sigils are also just a little bit better. We'll probably run the other lightning headpiece. That thing called Flash of Brilliance. And then if we're running this, we're going to need to run a good amount of lightning cards to get that to work. And then for chest, it definitely feels like Tunic is going to be the option here, but let's see if there's anything else that looks interesting. We could use this. This could be interesting to be able to combo on our opponent's turn a little bit better. Could be interesting. Because we can play an instant and then get our Storm Striders, but this also costs 1 and this costs 1, so we're probably going to be end up pitching a blue anyways, so maybe it's not completely necessary. And then the last option is probably Old Knocker. It has, similar to Tunic, just a shorter, more aggressive plan, so we'll pick between those once we finish getting the deck together. And then for a weapon, obviously this new Voltaire is an option. But if we're going to be running some non-attacks and Storm Striders, then Waning Moon is also a pretty good option. Let's see, what else do we want to try out here? So let's just get our cards. So I think if we're going to be running Storm Striders, we should probably just put Burn Bear in our deck because it's the best spell to actually kill somebody with Storm Striders on. So and then if we're trying to set up a combo similar to this, like some defensive cards could be interesting, like a lot of D-reacts. And then I'm not sure how many attacks we're gonna actually end up wanting. Let's go for sigils first, honestly. See what kind of sigils we want to run. Yeah, so this is a pretty good option again with the Sigils of Fate, just another huge spell. If we're gonna be running sigils, this is at least a sideboard card. Could be another sideboard option. Put this on the mini board if our Gravy matchup is a problem. Sigil Brilliance is obviously great. Blue Glyph Overlay is like also mildly interesting for another blue. And then yeah, we're gonna need some lightning flow generation, I'm realizing as well, so this is probably good. This is the classic. We're not running any attacks, this like heavily decreases in priority. And then this is another one that's kind of part of the combo with the Sigils of Fate, so it effectively just lets you have Kano ability when it leaves, and so if we can opt a bunch before this leaves, then we can try to guarantee a non-attack on top. Okay, so that's only 679 sigils. You can throw in the Sigil of Aether that does some arcane and a more amp. It's another blue for us. Yeah, how do you feel about that? Yeah, that's the one we just put in, little bro. It's this one. It's this one. That's out of the combo. Our goal is to kind of hit him with the Glyph Overlay, throw the opt sigils in, and then opt a non-attack that we want to throw to the top, and then we can throw Waning Moon at him. And then it lets us get kind of a very variable damage Storm Strider's turns to kill with. Kindles, it seems pretty good if we can generate the lightning flows that we need. I guess maybe we should go for that next. How much lightning flows? How much lightning flow can we get? Just create a lightning flow. Probably necessary. Tap or here to make a lightning flow. Maybe not as good. Kind of pay one to make a light flow. It's kind of annoying that a lot of these are yellows, for being perfectly honest here. But this one's probably the next one. An instant card. We have a decent. And then this one is just the, yeah. This one's the classic. Is this only come in yellow, or am I just on the page of yellows? Oh, I see. This costs 2. Pay 2 to prevent 3. I'm not so sure how I feel about that. Have you guys been cooking with the Cilio, and want to let me know what your guys' lists look like? This is banned, so we can't run that. Hopefully we don't put any banned cards in here. Does the Volpound, does the duality only come in yellow, or does it come in red as well? Or blue? Oh, here it is. Nebula duality. Do we want red of this? We definitely want blue of that, at least. It's a non-attack that deals arcane. It's probably pretty fine. Just do red and blue for now. And this one just creates 2 lightning flows. We'll put this in the maybe board for now if we're like really low on lightning flows. This is gonna go in the deck. Similar to this and this, like if we are really low on lightning flows. I guess we should probably run this. It's pretty good. And then I was gonna put in some defense reactions. What's that new one called? We played an instant card. It gets +1. We don't have that many instants. But it is a lightning card. Doesn't really do that much for us. Then we'll hold on. We'll put that one up maybe. Oh yeah, that's the other one. Yeah, absorb. To because if we're going for storm shatters, then this is pretty decent. Oh, and yeah, we can get the free resource to play with this. That's kind of good. All right, and then that's probably 2 many D-reacts. We probably don't need that many. And we're a little bit low on arcane still. Because if this deck has no physical attacks in right now, so we're trying to fully kill with arcane, which can be a difficult task. especially against like AB3. Oh, this is the card. Yeah, I think we want these as well. It's probably better than some amount of defense reactions. Fate's kind of interesting because we are sometimes getting random cards off the top, so we'll put the Symplosion maybe for now. And then there was what's that new card called that lets you deal 1 for 5 arcane? Right, here we go. Alright, well, let's start here. Obviously, we might have missed a bunch of stuff, but if anybody, we'll see how this feels. I don't think we hate to go first with this deck, so we'll try it out. And then Aurora, we can bring. I mean, we have plenty. I mean, well, this is AB1, so we can bring this, and then I think Waning Moon will actually be better in this matchup. And this seems like a matchup where we're gonna want some D-reacts and our wobbles. And we may not. We'll just run extra. We'll see what's good, what's not good. Obviously, we don't. Obviously, 67 is like kind of a little too many, but. So this is AB0, right? So we'll just. What do they want to say? No, I don't get what they're trying to say there, but. I think we maybe probably just rip this out. Not necessarily what we wanted to see, but this is what we have the wobbles for. We didn't draw one. I think we just play a little bit defensively here, and then either see what we get off this, and then we have this. We don't have any arcane to throw on this turn. If they want, we'll just say be this, and then if they want to get go again, they're gonna have to pay for it. And then we can't. Wait, we have all non-blocks in our hand and 1D react. We can just take 3 here. Oh, this just has to go again from the arc lightning, anyways. I think our turn is going to be, we're just going to play this out. We're going to see what we get off this, play this out, and pass. If they're going to play an arc lightning this turn, I'm fine to just block. And then if they send this, we'll probably just take the 1 here and maybe. They decided not to go like all out with their gold token. Where were you when we needed you? Well, actually, we still need you. Are they snapping this? Or do they have a... They may have it. I'm not sure all the instants that Aurora has. Maybe there's a way to give you a go again. We'll get... Yeah, we can... If they give go again, maybe we can block a little bit. They have no AB, so it's like... Fine playing a little bit slow. Or like our damage is going to get through this next turn, so... Oh, he made the embodiment off that one. You could play this out for the resource and the card back. I don't think so. And then we can just block this. Arms. Alright, so we can use a Cilio, but we're gonna have an arsenal. I'm planning on arsenaling this anyways, or we could pay for 1, 2. Yeah, we wouldn't have enough to win him anyways. So. Alright, we got something here. With a sigil. I think we can flash this duality probably. Is this a legend card? Yeah, we can flash this duality, see if we draw blue. I've go. Imagine that he's gonna try to play a card that doesn't already get go again easily to benefit off of this. Quick chat anymore. Guess that's all she had. We'll just, oh. Whatever they attack with, we're just gonna flash the first thing. And then I don't think we're gonna block with anything else. And then on our turn, it looks like we're gonna want to painful, give 4 sigils of fate, drop the temporal manipulation. And then I guess we're about to see what we draw as well. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Huh. I think we're gonna ponder on our turn as well. I'm trying to decide if we want to play out one of these on my if I want to play out one of these sigils on my turn, or to draw a new card, Just cycle one of them. Interesting. I wonder if they're like feeling pressured because we did that, or their hand was just bad. Oh, that's interesting. So we're gonna have to discard a card, although it doesn't currently have go again, so it's only 5. But if my math is correct here, if she's blocking 5, it's not in the cards. All right. But I do think we're just gonna have to eat the 5 here because we are actually just completely unable to block it. And then we'll have to discard one of these brilliances. Or we can keep both brilliances. This. Alright, so now we're going to use our Acilio. And we'll discard this feature. Okay? And then we can play the future sight. Play this sigil. Play this sigil. And send 3. 4 sigils of fate, and then we'll ponder. We good? You guys still hear me? Still got stuff on the screen? Okay, so we have to discard again, because, as you can see again, we can only block 3. Thanks, best instructor. Yeah, this is seeming bad. I don't think we're gonna be able to do 26 damage here. Because we can block 3. So I guess we're discarding. We want to block the 3 and make a lightning flow. No, we'll take the damage and discard the Z-React. And then the real question is, do we want to amp 2 more by playing both of these out? I think the answer is probably yes. Or we play 1 out, yeah. Oh, we get a resource. we had a lightning flow, we could maybe do this, but alright, let's try and order all this stuff correctly. Yeah, that's just kind of the goal, is to we want to do all the sigils of fate first, and then we'll actually let's do this first. And then we'll get our spell, and then we'll draw the next card after that. And then we want to activate this before all this happens. So we'll get a lightning flow. I have to ask us every time for that. That's a little annoying, but all right. This is a spell. I think we'll just. I don't think this is good enough. We have 4 chances. It is interesting. It is interesting to learn that. Well, obviously I knew, but just in practice, it's not opt 4. It's 4 opt 1. Which is not nearly as good. Yep, we're keeping that. You know what? We should have definitely. Well, we're just gonna draw. So we can never pick the card that we draw. We can only pick the spell. Like that's that's the thing here. So we're just gonna have to keep putting that card on top. So we're never gonna be able to. We're always gonna draw a random unopted card here, because we always have to put a spell on top, anyways. I guess what we could have done is sent like 2 of them, and then had the temporal manipulation go, and then like done 2 more, and then had the brilliance go. But that's a little risky, because we just if we don't find a spell off of that manipulation, we are in big trouble. So we should make a ponder this turn by activating a Cilio. And then I don't think the order matters on this per se, because they have no A and B. So that's 12. Oh, wait, maybe we should have not done that so we had enough resources for Waning Moon. Oh, no. Oh, that might have been a mistake. I guess the Ponder might be better than a Waning Moon here, because we need to find the 5 cards to find the Strider spell. That could have been a misplay. We maybe should have just said no ponder and gone for waning moon. Alright, well, that's the best spell we could have gotten. And we have the Absorbent Aether and this. We have enough resources for it all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're short by 1. One, two, three, 4. I think we're gonna miss lethal by potentially 1 damage. They picked draw a card and it's 6. Can we potentially wait a turn? I don't, probably not. I mean, it's actually not impossible. Because if they have 6, and we block it, although we wouldn't want to block with this. Or do we want to use this? No, I don't think you can do that, Nicholas, because all the triggers will get put onto the stack before any of them resolve. So you have to put them all on the stack before any of them start resolving. For all the sigils that popped last turn. Because if we can block on this turn and keep this blue, then we'll get a Sigil of Fate to look for another spell, and then this will come in for 4 only. I don't think we have lethal, so I think we're just gonna block. Oh, that's unfortunate. We're gonna go to 2 here. Oh, we got a 3. Yeah, what's up? He didn't have to tell us that he has this. A blue? Wait, are we doing this before we... Oh, yeah, yeah, it's our turn. So we want this blue and it's a sigil. We'll just take this. Can we activate this just to get a ponder token? I'm curious. It's gonna leave him pretty low, but it's not gonna kill him, unfortunately. Yeah, if we could have saved one more... If we could have maybe sent that glyph overlay last turn and then maybe had this turn. Was interesting. At least was an interesting game. Alright, well that guy had 0 AB and we still couldn't kill him, so that doesn't bode well. So what felt interesting and what felt kind of bad? Been drawing those. This is interesting, but I think this is not for... I don't think this is good in our build. I think this is better in the build with a lot more instants that deal arcane. We're mostly non-attacks for our arcane, so it's pretty much only on Storm Striders that we get value out of this. This obviously felt pretty good. This... We don't have very many instants, so maybe we could use a different flow generator. That's obviously felt pretty good. Oh wait, we could do the red one. That's probably why this is weird, because I have a yellow one in there. How many blues do we have? We got 22. We might need more blues. Don't think that's good. Oh, this is probably a pretty good one. Yeah, let's try. Let's get this in there too. If we're gonna be on mostly non-attacks, deal 1 damage. All right, let's try it again. See if that helps. Any feature classic constructed here? A Marlin, sure. Let's see what they're. Oh. I guess we'll just make one again. Interesting. Seems they're not, maybe not gonna find anybody. A hollow. Let's see if they want to see what hollow's doing. See, we went first last time, and it was fine because they had no AB. But maybe we should try and take first. Is still good because we have so many non-blocks. We can take so much damage on turn 0. And then against Hala, let's do Wayman again. I think we maybe this major storm we just don't have enough instants for it to ever work, so maybe we can cut that. We'll do a tunic against Hala, and then do some fates. Cosmic. These are actually probably not good versus them. We'll just try this. We'll work on trimming it down later. Maybe 2? This will just drop the Sigil of Brilliance and pass probably then. I don't know exactly what all these cards do. This is 5, go again. And then they can attack with it again, so it's 5 more, so 10 total. Just keep our HP high and try to chip with some arcane. We could flash here, but it's a little premature probably. You know, flashing with obviously brilliance is what we want to be doing. I think we'll look to arsenal this maybe. A little bit of a combo piece. It's not super great on its own. We could Acilio and discard this. No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, it's a little bit awkward. We'll just keep this Nebula duality. There we go. That's pretty good. I like this. To get this together is nice. I personally have not tried it. This is my first. This is actually my first build. I just been like, um, cooking in my head basically, just like thinking about cards that I like. We can definitely try. I don't know in this necessarily build if it's like the best, but if we go to a more, if I want a more instant focus build, I think it's way better. But if you don't have like sigils of brilliance, this flash of brilliance becomes not so good. What's this 8? Next sword attack is +3, sharpen it twice. Did they sharpen it? They must have, right? Oh, they sharpen it with Hala. No, not currently. Yeah, not currently on that, though that one is pretty cool. It's also, that one's kind of funny, like turn 0 to just like go to a 6-card hand or whatever. Uh, uh, don't worry about that. Oh no, this is Dio. It's the new art. It's the new art. Trust me, trust me. This is coming for 6 arcane. And we'll get to op 3 for our bonder. And then we can just tunic Waning Moon. I don't mind that at all. What's better than that, really? Probably nothing. The Hubble Kindle, huh? With a burn bear. Can we get both of these Kindles to draw us a card and go on the burn bear? Maybe. Yeah, it is kind of a snap. I mean, we could 3-block. We could 3-block. Alright, so I think we'll start off, we'll Acilia one of these Kindles away. And then we will play out the Brilliance. And then Kindle from hand. And then Burn Bear. Kindle from discard. And then we got just enough to send Waning Moon after this. Oh, they're thinking. They got like a maybe an Oasis or something. That'd be kind of sad. That's kind of a cool line though. Like being able to get a double Kindle off so easily. All you need is a lightning flow. If you so the AP2 and then we'll Waning Moon them. Seems like they undid. Maybe they want to. Maybe they want to tunic this. Oh, I see. I see. I don't mind that at all. We need to find a good turn for binding soon, and this is our second future site, so it could be hard. Can we Arsenal this? It's not bad, but I'm gonna do it anyways, just to see. Let's Let's flash here, I think. And then do we want to block more is the other question. We can do this and the moon is probably fine. Yeah, then maybe we need to get something better than that. Yeah, I think we can maybe do this. Play some defense here, find more high arcane versus lower arcane numbers. Do we want a lightning flow? Probably. We can do that with this though. Okay, that's nice. That's some defense. I know once we... What happened? Oh, they undid everything. Oh, let's make it a little faster this time. We blocked with this, right? And then once we opt with this, we can decide if we want to redraw or not. Is that an on-hit? Just bottom that. I find it's funny. I feel like this list, like obviously there's a bunch of lightning cards, but it's kind of like almost the Blaze list. We want to throw this and Waning Moon, and then we could just Arsenal the Brilliance for a future time. Let's see if they're willing to. Oh, so they are taking some damage here. That's good and bad. Oh, that's well, you'll have to see that, I guess. Yeah, too. So we can Sigil of Brilliance, Meteoric Rise, Waning Moon, Arsenal, and this would be 5/3. It's probably not getting them to Storm Strider's range, unfortunately. Play some defense while we can. Well, let's look at an Arsenal, whatever comes off of this Sigil. Not ideal, but we'll just go with not ideal. Okay. This is good that we got the third one of these, so we'll be able to get a decent amp off this. So how do we want to play the turn? They're off. This is 12 damage coming through. If we nebula duality on our turn, and then future sight, tunic, aether tide, waning moon. All we need is a blue for that. We can block 3. Then we have to come back to our turn to get the amp. So probably what we need to do is on their turn drop this future sight. Oh, they have tunic. Looks like we're about a turn behind where we need to be. And this is also obviously not a very good spell to be doing all this with, but this is a good spell, but it is requiring a sigil, which we may or may not have. I think we just gotta kind of accept it though. Oh, shoot. We want to make the... No, I think we need to save our tunic resource. Alright, I think we'd probably send the 4 into 2 or the 6 and keep the 2. I guess we'd send the 6 and keep the 2. Can we block 3 and 4 and stay alive? Can we afford to wait one more turn? I guess that's the question. We can't really go off on this turn anyways because our only blue is also our only sigil. And we can't kill through 10 anyways. Another sigil, but it's also a blue. I guess we'll keep that on top. Well, another really interestingly close game. And we may have made a few mistakes throughout. This card is interesting, but so far it hasn't been popping off like I originally had thought that it might be able to. Kindle felt quite powerful though. Kind of feels like maybe our numbers are a little bit too, the arcane numbers are a little bit too low, where most heroes will be able to kill us before we are actually able to fully burn them down. Hmm. Yeah, it's interesting. All right. Yeah, it's exactly kind of where it's at. It's like we're verdants, but instead of felling, we have Vigil of Brilliance. We just we dump into tide us over to get them low. Because otherwise we're just like they're just ignoring us and killing us. And I imagine you run this into something like Guardian that just has like AB like 6 with excuse me with skull cap. You'll just never be able to do any damage. Let's try something else. So I'll see how people are feeling in chat. If you guys would you guys want to build one of the other heroes? Because maybe I've been thinking about maybe Ziggy a little bit also, or do want to go back to Puffin that we were working on the other day a little bit. I'm gonna go use the bathroom and get some water really quick. So let me know by the time I get back. Oh, unmuted my mic just in time to cough directly into it. Sorry about that. I'm back though. Let's see. Have I played Ziggy yet? No, I haven't played any. This is my first time actually building and playing any of the new heroes. I just like have been thinking in my head about like combos and cards that I think are cool. So yeah, no, by no means an expert. I'm just messing around, having fun, and I figured maybe some other people would want to hop in on all that. We could go for Ziggy. I've been thinking about Ziggy kind of fundamentally because I did play a lot of Enigma actually. Yeah, dirty Enigma player, but I've been trying to think how he's similar or different from Enigma, and it kind of boils down to his weapon and just his general strategy. Because Enigma's board state was her offense and her defense. So you could play out an aura and then attack with it and then get the ward value. And it was like, you just felt pretty good about that whole sequence. But Ziggy, like, he doesn't, his auras, he doesn't get an attack with them before he gets the ward value if you're on his normal weapon here. And so it kind of feels like his auras are half as good. Like even if you play the same auras you had in Enigma, they're kind of half as good when you play them in Ziggy. So I was thinking of like a really defensive build where you have a ton of D-reacts and just kind of maintain a board, but thinking more about Ziggy, maintaining your board, it doesn't do that much for you. Like you don't get like incremental value off of your aura living for longer versus somebody like Enigma who every turn that her aura lived, you would get another attack out of it usually, and you would then be able to you would just continue to get value. So protecting your auras had kind of a reason. So that won't really work for Ziggy. So then I'm just kind of back to if we use our auras for mostly defense and a little bit of utility, then we need to find offense in the deck somewhere. I want to test out this thing because 2 arcane on a weapon is pretty good if you can get it to work. And then obviously I think this is pretty strong if you're going to be running the weapon. I was looking at this chess piece here, which you can use to basically just like find one turn where you stack up a pile of lightning flows, and then hopefully that's enough to like fuel you for the game. Like you use both these on the same turn, but I feel that it's more likely that Tunic is just gonna get us some more value than that. And then we'll probably still do footsteps. And then for arms, what do we have? Dreamweaver, probably not. Lightning chest piece. Oh, the new one, you mean? Oh, wait, yeah, that actually might be kind of that might be it. Find this. Because if we're gonna try and play auras on our opponent's turn, then what's that thing called again? Plutonic something. Yeah, Plutonic star plate. Yeah, that might be the one. Let's put Tunic down the maybe board. So maybe this is our build. But yeah, AB2 just like built in, which is pretty cool. We got a little bit of block here. Oh, we still need a headpiece as well. I mean, we can do Flash of Brilliance again. That could be kind of interesting with some of these auras, like a free bounce on an aura. Iris. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting to, is that if you do an Iris build, you can kind of get that incremental value out of your auras like Enigma did, and that might be worth it as well. Maybe we just do like Crown of Providence, just basic for now, and then if we'll think about having Flash of Brilliance while we're playing, and if we see like a lot of turns where it would be really useful, then maybe we bring it in. All right, and now it gets to the part where I'm not so sure what I want to do. The Space Dust. I think this is probably one of its best auras that you have. Ward 4. Deal 1 arcane. And I do think we're pretty hungry for lightning flows. So like something like this might even be worth it. Don't want to destroy lightning flow we control. This card also, I think in general is okay. Yeah, Static Shelter, we'll definitely be getting that in there. Flow State, like this is another one that feels like a pretty solid way of generating lightning flows. And I guess my kind of idea is like if we can play a lot of 0 cost or 1 cost attacks and then try and build up some build some embodiment of lightnings as well. I think this card also is something we're going to be needing. For now, we'll just do red and blue of that. Where's that thing? Oh yeah, right. This is probably like our best lightning flow because with the chest piece, it's free. So that's pretty good. And then what we kind of want is maybe not this. Maybe this is playable. This obviously. Maybe the red of this is 0. This also may be actually interesting here because it doesn't. I thought I originally read that you have to destroy a lightning flow to use it, but it's if you've destroyed one. And then the rest of this. Now let's see what kind of auras we want. Done. Yeah, it definitely is very situational. I want to try it out, but it does seem kind of situational. Maybe try this in our Celia build. I don't know if anybody's like a full judge in the chat here, but I can go to reactions, play this, get the one resource, play an instant with said one resource, and then this will get +1. Not low on auras right now. I mostly just got attacks in here. Yeah, the lightning D-react. The other one that's not the static shelter. I'm just like adding in good zero cost attacks right now that I see. Now let's see what auras we want to get in here. Okay, do that. Isn't there a isn't there one of the new auras that just gives Yoga into something? Okay. Does this come in red? No. Alright, we're at a pile of cards. What's this? What's this? What's this? Actually, this is kind of an interesting card. More embodiments. Alright, let's trim this. Let's just trim this down to just a 60 card pile. So one target type of 13 believe. Like low? But is it too low? Is it a low? Alright, well, I don't know how this is gonna go. Seems kind of. Imagine this matchup's kind of bad, but. Oops, wait, this is the wrong deck. Well, I guess we're trying to show you one more time really quick. This is a lot different list from the one we just played against. They got AB3 and Spellboy 2. He's trying for 7. He's trying for 10. On the bright side, we're never going to turn this thing on. This is kind of interesting because I have want to, like, I know Stormshires is in this deck to kill, but I kind of like, I kind of want Stormshires on this turn. Because if I go play this, riders, pitch this, activate Auxilio, discard, ponder, lift overlay for 4, 5 into whatever we find for this off of this. We'll just play it safe. A bit unlucky here. They do this to avoid taking 6 damage. Yeah, I think we have to. Alright, so I think what we can do here is actually interrupt with the Kindle though. So once we find a blue, we can Kindle, and then we can find our spell. We won't have any sigils. Let's bottom this. Yes, do you know? Should have taken what we could get. He's not there. They're not going to be happy to see this. Nice. Alright, if they let this amp go through, I'll throw this, otherwise I'll just arsenal. Destroying aura permanent, where X is the total arcane damage. So they're gonna destroy one of my aura permanents? Is that what they're doing here? I guess I should have actually. Let me undo. This card is pretty annoying. Do not want to ponder that. That's a little bit better. If we could future sight temporal manipulation again, or we could do it on might. Have a ponder to go with it. Alright, 13. I mean, we're in danger from 13 for sure, especially with lightning greed still up, but... A little bit of wasted resources also. This couldn't help us. This would be nice to have gotten off of this instead of just have it here. We just wobble to go again here? Probably. Ow. I have this. It makes me want to play this now. Worst case, we can always send this meteoric impact with the glyph power spell. But we want to have a blue. I think we have to do this. Be good. Oops. We don't have that much other zero cost spells that we can even get, so. Yeah, maybe maybe I should have. If I don't Cosmic Suture, I still have the Cosmic Suture in here, but I get to draw this blue and this, and then taunting me, saying you used everything too early because now you can deal a ton of damage. I still had the arms. Well, we're definitely dead here. Yeah, because this could have been 7 into 7. Alright, well, let's see if we can't actually get that Ziki game that we were wanting to get in. Wait, this seems terrible, but let's do it. Oh, the button is disconnected. Alright, let's grab one of these. Do another. Go against Sakatsu. That also seems kind of bad, but. My cat's trying to get involved in this stream. He's stacking. The problem here is we don't have a lightning flow. So I guess we just pass. Oh, here we go. Now we have one. Yeah, I guess we'll just deal the one arcane to him. Oh yeah, footsteps. We probably can be doing this. Huh. Here it's kind of weird. Oh, we get our resource back. I guess we're just gonna waste our embodiment of lightning so we got there. I wonder if we should stop this from hitting. Probably doesn't seem necessary. Maybe it was necessary. Hmm. I'm not so sure about this hero, I guess. Maybe this matchup also seems kind of rough. I do think we mostly want to do things on our own turn. Although on their turn we can get more resources. Hello, hello. How are you, David? I'm testing out the Ziggy hero, but I'm just getting absolutely styled on by Katsu. Like turn 3 double bonds. Really? What? Interesting. I wonder what's causing it. Is it just like, is it like being played twice, or my voice just sounds like I'm in a cave? If it's the cave one, there's probably not much I can do. But if it's like doubling the audio for some reason, I can probably figure out why that's happening. Well, we got styled upon, it seems. The mic, it'd be weird for the mic to be picking it up because it's going through my headphones only, so that I'm not sure how it could be doing that. Oh, okay, that's pretty decent. Unfortunately, our handles really block. Oh yeah, maybe for next time I'll see if I can't do some testing or something. Yeah, I think his matchup's kind of bad, and yeah, I think that might just be it as well. It's classic ninja versus illusionist, probably. Am I dead? I'm not dead. There's a. Oh, nice. All right, all right, all right. The two-piece. Oh, we're just dead. Well, that didn't feel strong at all. I would say the matchup was some of it, but also the turns just felt like even like ignoring that I was getting attacked for high amounts of damage. It just felt like I wasn't like even the turns weren't really doing anything anyways. Definitely feel like the blues were maybe a little bit low. I don't know. Maybe somebody better than me is gonna have to correct this. I have been playing the limited though, the draft, and it's pretty fun. Honestly, I think the draft is pretty fun. And I'm not a huge draft guy, so maybe that's actually saying something. But all right, feels like enough new heroes for now. Let's go back to Puffin. Am I playing in Nats? Yeah, I will be playing in Nats. I really want to play Puffin for Nats. That's my goal. If I can get a list where I like it. Dio also is a good option. We'll do a Puffin game or two, and then I'm gonna hop off after that. So we'll do maybe one Puffin game, and then I'll call it a night. This is where I'm at for Puffin right now. Still haven't fully worked on the sideboard yet. There's still 67 cards main, but we're just running it for now. Yeah. This is a weird list. Because I started when I started making it, it was a boost list, and then it just kind of evolved to all the boost cards getting like taken out. Um, so it's still kind of slanted towards being a boost list with no boost cards in it. That's why there's not any like conquerors or CNCs or like generic like disruptive attacks in here. This card, the new yellow, is quite good. This new red is also decent, but it could be less than a 3 of. I can say, yeah, I can drop a link here, copy. I wonder if it'll let me paste this in chat. I mean, I guess I'm like the channel owner, should let me. And then if you're in the Righteous Discord, I also posted it in the meta discussion, I think. I'll post all 3 of these deck lists if you want to try them. Obviously, the Ziggy and the Acilio are a little bit cooked, but oh, oops. A Kasai, a future classic constructed Kasai. That sounds like a decent one. What do we want to do against Kasai? Like, we want these against her. They're gonna go first. Let's cut these against her. And maybe we'll just run it pretty deep, and then for equipment, here. Looks pretty good. Don't take any free damage. Oh, this is pretty nice because we can get back our Sky Warden with this if we need to. Let's see what we get off the Ogagan machine. Worst case, it's just a 5 into 2. We'll crank both. We won't tap any of them. We'll draw a copper cog. Just arsenal the copper cog. We're gonna do, sorry. Nice. Get us a nice little pile of gold. Entire cell storage is a little bit annoying, but we'll clean it up with our gun. Only one cog is kind of rough for the Zeppelin. I guess we can wait a turn on the Zeppelin. I'm going to do this turn. Pretty solid combo cards. Backspin plus Sky Skimmer. With his threaten 8 and clear out his guy. Good setup turn. Threaten 8, clear his guy. Set up a cog, set up this thing. Oh, Palantir and another cog, you say? Well, this turn looks pretty good. Do I want the Tinker Rings is the real question. So I can go Copper Cog, pop in 3 cogs for this, and then maybe Unicycle would have to be used to get the full Palantir off. Let's just do everything here. I think we just set up another cog, honestly. How many cogs do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can always just pump this thing to 7 go again, no matter the blocks, and be fine. And if they give dynamos here, that's really good. Let's see. If we pump this to 7, they would need double D-React to make us use Unicycle. I think that's probably worth it. And then we're always just breaking dynamos here. Hello. Oh. Ah. Activating Kasai. 7. So we could give double pinion, which then lets us either create 2 cogs for next turn and have 4 cogs, or draw a card and have 2 cogs. I think we'll go. I think we could give them the gold. I mean, it's a double pinion for a draw. Gives them like everything, but 3 copper and a gold on hit. Maybe we could have given like another thing there as well, but. Is it worth a block 6 on this? That's another question. Siri, no, on you. We don't want to give another 2 copper. Maybe it's fine because like I feel like blocking with this. It's actually probably criminal behavior. So we'll just say that they won't draw blood on their hands before we are ready for it. Or we can get a Jolly Bludger and steal all their copper. Alright, so then on this turn, we probably want to go for a Cogworks Workshop. Yes. Team counter onto these. Do a Puffin. Huh. It seems that they're going to try and kill me. Well, this is quite a good card to draw if they're going to try to kill me. Or, and this next one is going to be +2, +3, +5. So 7, and they have like a million cards left. Obviously, they have to give it a go again. It's probably not. Quite the swing. This next one is about to be a large attack. So 15, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can block 10 pretty easily. Although if we block 6, that's not quite enough. Okay. You're starting to get annoyed that I haven't seen you in a while, huh? How do we block on this one? What do you think, Alonso? How do we block on this one? Do we just give up our trench now for no value, except for 1 block? Probably we have to do that. We can live at 1. Does he have any pumps or anything? If we live at 1, then we are really banking on drawing something off of this. Just to make sure. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 15. Take 8, go to 1. So we could send 4 into 7, which will take probably 3 cards or 2 cards and equipment. So 7 will take a card and equipment. Interesting if they're blocking the full 7 on this. They don't have like go again, so if they have only 1 card, all they can swing for is 2. Oh, they're blocking 5. We'll use Unicycle to take another card. I guess their play can be pitch a blue into a gold, try to draw a go again. Oh, nice eyes, pretty nice. Dang it though, if we could have threatened 1 more, wait, they would have just died. Now we're gonna just die. Oh, they're just going for another one. Wait, that was literally go again. That's crazy that they're just going into another gold. Look at, they're actually trying to do something crazy here. Taking 2 cards is not enough. I have to block or I die. Oh, they're killing the bird. Whoa. Which of these attacks do I keep? This is 7. This is 6 into 2. And this one is definitely not it. Oh, this is going to be... Oh, interesting. Wow, that's actually a pretty good line from them. This is going to take 2 cards from me now. Now I do the same thing. Burn all my gold and draw into a hand that takes their whole hand. I don't want to gamble the game on overpower. Just go for a soup up here. We could go for a... Yeah, let's just go for a soup up here. We maybe could have gone for a dovetail, but I don't think the difference is that much. Because we can do 4 into 7. If they don't have a D-react, they'll die. Nice little puffing game to close us out there. Got a little bit hairy at the end there, but we both just had giant stacks of gold. Alright, that's probably gonna be it for me. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, make sure subscribe to the Righteous Gaming channel. We put out all sorts of videos about different flesh and blood topics, and gonna try to start streaming more. If there's different things you guys want me to stream or different things you want to talk about, make sure to mention it in our Discord. Other than that, you guys all have a good night. I'll see you.